It seems that the official specs of the upcoming Galaxy S24 series have been leaked, and it's definitely something you guys need to see if you're a Samsung fan. There is a ton to unpack. Get it? Because Samsung calls their events Unpacked. Right, moving on. I'm Mark, your guide to all things tech, and the S24 Ultra looks like it's going to be an absolute powerhouse. Okay, I'm not even kidding. And by the way, make sure you subscribe, because when the S24 series does come out, I'll have some exclusive links to give to you guys. If you pre-order, it's going to save you a ton of money, so be on the lookout for that. Now, taking a look at the spec sheet, we can see a few changes, and there are a few things I want to cover. The bad news, if you want to call it that, is that the S24 Ultra will only go up to 512 gigs of storage. This is kind of odd because the S23 Ultra from last year, well, technically this year for now, it went up to 1 terabyte. This is kind of strange why Samsung is downgrading the storage, but it's not the first time Samsung did this. In fact, if you guys remember the S10 Plus, the ceramic edition, well, that also had 1 terabyte of storage. And then it went down, and then up again, and then down again. So, hey Samsung, what are you doing? Now, if we take a look at the battery leaks, it seems that the S24 and S24 Plus have had a nice bump to their battery capacity. The standard S24 is going from 3,900 to 4,000 mAh, and the big brother, the S24 Plus, is going from 47 to 4,900 mAh. Now, the Ultra is still staying at 5,000. I really want to see Samsung push that boundary of 5,000 mAh. I don't know why it's like 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 every single year. Give us a little more. You know, we have phones like the OnePlus 12 that's coming out very shortly. That's going to have 5,400 mAh battery. Look, and I know battery isn't everything. I know one phone could be more optimized than the other phone. So what do you guys think? Should I do a battery comparison of the two phones when I get them in hand? Let me know down below. Now, as far as the charging speeds go, they are going to be the exact same as this year. So if you have the 45 watt power brick and you're charging the S23 Ultra or the Plus, you're going to go from 0% to 65% in 30 minutes. And if you go for the standard S24 model, you're going to go from 0% to 50% in 30 minutes. So I was really hoping for faster charging this year around, because we have a lot of phones that charge at blazing fast speeds, even foldable phones like the OnePlus Open. So maybe next year with the S25 series, we'll see that. Now, something that I'm excited for personally is the build quality. So the S24 and the S24 Plus are going with Armor Aluminum 2.0. Don't know what that means. That's just fancy talk for very strong aluminum. Armor aluminum. It's in the name, guys, okay? I don't have to explain anything to you. Now, the exciting thing is that the S24 Ultra is going with titanium. Now look, you guys know me. I have my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I've had it since the very first day it came out, and that also has titanium. There's not a single scratch, no dents, nothing anywhere on the phone, and I don't use cases with my phone either. I've actually dropped my iPhone 15 Pro Max onto tile floors. I throw it around tables. Nothing. It's been so good. With my iPhone 14, the 14 Pro Max that I have here with the stainless steel, this thing is all scratched up, and of course I didn't use a case on it either because that's just what I choose to do, and it's all scratched up around the stainless steel. So titanium for me has been proven to be far more durable than stainless steel, and as we know, Samsung never used stainless steel. They're going from aluminum straight to titanium with the Ultra model, so you're gonna get a really big durability increase that way, and I cannot wait. Also, by the looks of it, one of the colors with the Samsung S24 Ultra with that titanium, it looks very similar to the iPhone 15 Pro Max natural titanium color, and I love that color. That is 100% the color I'm going for when I buy my S24 Ultra. What about you? Let me know down in the comments. Now look, if you're not a fan of the S24 Ultra, maybe you don't need that S Pen, you don't like that boxy design, you don't need all those fancy cameras, well, if you're going for the S24 Plus, you're going to have a nice display upgrade. So not only are all the phones going up to 2,600 nits of brightness, but the S24 Plus finally has a Quad HD Plus display, up from Full HD Plus, which the S23 Plus has now. This is major. This was one of my gripes when I reviewed the S23 Plus this year. It's just at a 6.7 inch display, you know, having Full HD Plus, it's not terrible, but you start seeing just, it's ever so slightly fuzzy when compared to Quad HD Plus at that screen resolution. Now, obviously the S24 is going to come with Full HD Plus, but it is a 6.2 inch display anyway. So Full HD Plus at a 6.2 inch display is not that bad as compared to a Full HD Plus at a 6.7 inch display, because you got to remember, all those pixels, well, they got to spread out, and the more spread out they are and less of them they are, the more fuzzy your content is going to be. Now, as far as the telephoto camera goes on the S24 Ultra, there are two different rumors going around, okay? One of which is that Samsung is dropping the 10 times optical zoom and instead replacing that with a 5 times optical zoom with a much larger sensor, which is better for low light, right? Or there's another variation. Samsung is getting rid of the 3 times optical zoom and instead replacing that one with the 5 times optical zoom. We just don't know yet. Again, this whole video is leaks and rumors. Nothing is official until Samsung announces it next month in January. But either way, you know, you have to use some common sense. No matter what Samsung does, they're not going to compromise the integrity and resolution and, well, overall quality of their photos and videos. Whatever change Samsung does, it's going to be for the better. So you can still expect your photos and videos to be amazing. Now, there is one big change that I'm super excited for, and it's the fact that on the S24 series, you will be able to switch lenses while recording in 4K 60. This is massive. This cannot be done on any Samsung phone out right now. My Pixel 8 Pro can do this. My iPhone 15 Pro Max that I'm using to record this video can do this. And it's just so nice because I like to record in 4K 60, but if that means if I zoom in I'm gonna lose quality, then I'm more inclined to use 4K 30, but then it looks all jittery, the motion is just off. I don't know. I like to record my videos in 4K 60, so that's great news for those of you who do as well. Now, if you remember, the iPhone 15 Pro Max defaults to 24 megapixels when taking photos, and this is obviously a major improvement over 12 megapixels that other smartphones do. Well, good news, because the S24 Ultra will now also be defaulting to 24 megapixels, and this is amazing. This is so good for all you photography enthusiasts out there, myself included, and you best believe I will make a great camera comparison when that phone comes out. So if you guys want to see a camera comparison between 24 megapixels on the iPhone 15 Pro Max and 24 megapixels on the S24 Ultra, let me know. Now, in terms of processing power, there's going to be two different kinds of chips, unfortunately. There's going to be the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 variant and the Exynos 2400 variant. Now, if you purchase the S24 Ultra, you're getting Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 no matter where you live in the world. But if you choose to get the S24 or the S24 Plus, depending on where you live, you're going to get the Exynos 2400. Now, historically speaking, in North America, we're getting Snapdragon no matter what. If you go for the S24, the Plus, or the Ultra, you're getting Snapdragon. But if you live somewhere in Asia or in Europe and you get the S24 or the Plus, you're gonna get Exynos 2400. Now, you know, I'm not really a fan of two different chips in the same phone. It just, I don't know, I feel like there's always gonna be some compromises somewhere. Before, in the past, Exynos would take literally worse looking photos, but they were also better at gaming. Snapdragon was better at efficiency, at battery life. Exynos wasn't. So that's why I don't like it, because it's like having two different phones under the same phone name. It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm curious to see how well Exynos does with battery life, with efficiency, gaming, camera quality, everything. So that's kind of unfortunate for you living in, you know, Europe or Asia and you're looking to get the S24 or the Plus. You're going to be stuck with Exynos, which is odd because this year with the S23 series, you got Snapdragon no matter which phone you get, no matter where you live. So I don't know. I don't really like Exynos, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you excited about it? Are you mad about it? I'm curious. So again, remember, when pre-orders go live, I will have exclusive links to give to you guys so you can save even more money on these phones. So again, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you guys did enjoy today's video, definitely click that like button. It's free for you, but it helps me and the channel out a lot, and I always truly appreciate it. And that's it. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.